GameFront's Game of the Year Awards 2011. It's that time again to honor the cream of the crop in the world of video games. The following nominees represent the GameFront staff's top 5 picks of the best games in a specific category. Nominees are chosen by a combination of GameFront review scores, innovation, and overall how much fun they were to play. To take part in our Reader's Choice Awards, make sure to follow the link in the description to our Facebook page and answer the polls set up for you. Feel free to add your own choices to the poll as well if your favorite game is unlisted. After all is said and done, we'll pick one lucky voter to win any $60 game of their choosing. Best Racing Game: Dirt 3. There's a whole lot of rally racing goodness to be had in Dirt 3, the latest in Codemasters' series of racers. Whether you're pounding through tons of events that take you all over the world in the single-player campaign, or you're taking on one-off quick-play races, or you're just seeing how much drift you can get out of the car in Gymkhana mode, you definitely won't get bored when you pop in Dirt 3. The game's tough to master too. On the harder difficulties, it punishes you for your mistakes, but on easier difficulties, the game will actually help train you to drive by managing the throttle or braking for you. Great controls, great graphics, and really tough races make Dirt 3 one of the year's best racing offerings. Driver: San Francisco. Thanks to its brilliant shift feature in which you can transfer your character's consciousness into the body of any other driver in the city, Driver San Francisco is one of the most engaging racers of the year, and it's definitely the most innovative. It's also got a compelling story, one that feels like it would make for an outstanding television show. As good as the single player is though, where Driver San Francisco really shines is in its multiplayer, where it features a variety of fun modes that are unlike anything any other driving game has ever seen. Thanks to that, Driver San Francisco is a game that will live on long after the year is done. Forza Motorsport 4. Forza 4 really epitomizes the racing genre. It's got all the sim functionality that you'd expect, but it's not inaccessible to gamers who just want to pick up and race. The varying degrees of difficulty mean that you can adjust the game to be challenging to anyone. It's also gorgeous to look at, offers a huge stable of vehicles, and supports the use of racing wheel peripherals. It also offers up some robust community features, giving players the ability to give their cars custom paint jobs, soup them up, and then sell them on the game's auction house to other Forza owners. Forza 4 is as complete and solid a racer as you'll play this year. MotorStorm Apocalypse. MotorStorm Apocalypse manages to be the most extreme and exciting entry in an already very extreme and exciting franchise. It puts you in a major city as it's ravaged repeatedly by natural disasters and sets you loose. The game truly feels unhinged, and that feeling is exactly what you want out of a great arcade racer. You'll race through torn up streets and across the rooftops of buildings that are falling apart all around you, and you'll love every single second of it. In a year in which most of the big racers went with more of a simulation style, MotorStorm Apocalypse really stands out. Need for Speed Shift 2 Unleashed. Shift 2 Unleashed roared onto the 2011 racing scene with incredibly dangerous tracks, a ridiculously immersive helmet cam, and stunningly realistic graphics. With the player's crew chief voiced by real-life racing champs such as Vaughn Gittin Jr., Shift 2's goal was to blur the line between racing sim and reality, and blur the line they did. Asphalt would liquidize beneath the tires of rival cars and spatter up onto the player's windshield, night races became panic-inducing horror shows if a headlight got damaged, and realistic reflections would bounce off the windows of high-end sports cars. Here was a game that could appeal to racing sim fans as well as more casual players. Add all these ingredients together along with some fantastic tracks located in places like Tokyo or Dubai, and EA has a recipe that just might produce the best racing game of 2011. Those are our nominees. Now get over to our Facebook page and cast your vote for a chance to win a free game in our Reader's Choice Awards.